Hello, how are you today? I am here going over what is manifestation with you. I have just been recording some new content for the School of Manifestation Business Membership, which has just opened. And I've been doing a little bit of a deep dive and having a look at how we can really understand manifestation in a really practical way, in a scientific way, but then also how do we apply it to business and why is that different? So I wanted to share a few key points with you here because I think this would be really, really helpful. So what is manifestation? The thing about manifestation is that it's always working and it's always happening. Every moment of this reality, you are literally experiencing something that you have manifested, that has manifested in your life. It's really as a result of your past beliefs, your past actions, your past emotions, your past thoughts. All of those things go into the mix and the recipe of what's manifesting in your life right now. So if you're looking at your life right now and you're thinking, there are things that I'd like to change, that, there are things that are, great, but could be better, then the beautiful news is you have the ability to do this. And this is one of the key distinctions, I think, with successful manifestation is taking on that understanding and fully integrating that belief that you are the co-creator of your reality. So this is the best news ever, because if you were thinking in a certain way and that produced results in your current experience that you don't particularly like or that you would love to see a change in, the best news ever is that the past is over and it's done. It's history. There's no need to carry that on. So you have the ability to start changing your emotions, to start changing your feelings, to start changing your thoughts, and to really start curating your vibration so that you vibrate at a different level and attract the experience that you want. This is why I love manifestation. It just gives you so much empowerment. You do not have to be a victim to your circumstances, whatever those circumstances are that you're experiencing, because there's always something you can do, and it all starts from changing your inner landscape. So this is really what it's all about. It's about focus. It's about, changing your vibration, prolonging that focus so that you're pivoting to a better feeling state all the time. And the reason why this is so important is that you are part of this infinite potential, this sea of energy, the field of infinite potential. Some call it source, some call it universe, whatever name that you want to give it, you are part of it, and you're connected to it, you've got consciousness. And did you know that your thoughts are energy and they also have mass? I love looking at our thoughts from this way. And it was in a Psychology Today article, I think, that I was reading this, that your thoughts actually have mass because they're energy signals. And so the brain, when it's, thinking, is using, a source of energy from within your body. It's using calories, and that energetic kind of signal that's transmitting, they all have mass. Isn't that just so amazing to think about that you could actually quantify your thoughts in that way? This article was talking about, the weight of those thoughts would be so tiny, but it's possible. Your thoughts actually have mass. They are real. They are physical, but they're also changeable. And this is the most amazing thing. You're such a powerful creator, and you have the ability within you to start changing your inner landscape so that your external experience becomes vastly different. So it's about learning really then what your part in this is. What is your part and what is the universe's part? And this is where I see people getting a little bit mixed up with manifestation. And it's something that I got mixed up with for a long time as well. So I started to understand a lot more where I was, where I was responsible and where the universe, I could, outsource things to the universe, if you like, and, separate those two things out. And that gave me so much more relief that I wasn't carrying everything on my shoulders. So this is one of the very cool things about manifestation. I also want to share with you just a tiny little bit of science, and I'm certainly no quantum physicist. I'm not a professor, but my understanding of two key concepts in quantum physics that explains manifestation really gives us a rich explanation of why manifestation works, and also some of the key distinctions as to how you can make it work really powerfully for yourself. So one of those is the observation observer effect. And I was reading an article about this, and I can post a link for you in the comments. If anyone's interested, just ping me and let me know. It's really, really interesting. So the observer effect, there was a study done in the late 90s, and it demonstrated that electrons were affected by the act of being observed. So when they were observed a little bit, they acted differently. And then when they were observed more, then they started changing even more. So it was like their behavior and their formation changed depending on, how they were observed. And then when they were completely unobserved, then they went back again into, the form that they were before, as if like nothing had happened. So incredible, isn't it? So that is like how powerful we are, that we have the ability to have an effect on the physical landscape around us. And it starts on that quantum level. So cool. Such an interesting one to look at. And the second one that I find really, really fascinating is quantum entanglement. And that's the idea that there is, and they have proven this in different experiments, that there is a link between different quantum objects. So let's just say there's two electrons, and they might be linked in some capacity. And if you put them at a huge, vast difference, so they're nowhere near each other and there's no known way of them to communicate with each other, there's still some link that's operating. So if one starts to turn in one way, another one starts to turn in another way. And then vice versa, if that second one starts to turn, the first one will start to turn again. Isn't that amazing? So when it comes to manifestation, I relate that to our thoughts, because when you have that seed of desire that comes up within you, like I have a desire to create this or to do this or to change this, you've already quantum entangled yourself in a way with that energetic imprint. And if we think about it from an Esther Hicks teaching point of view, they talk about the vortex. And so if we are creating in the vortex, when we have these thoughts and your thoughts are energy, these are energy signals, you're having this entanglement that's going on with the quantum field already. So you are energetically linked to your desires, and now your only responsibility is to show up and allow it to be received. That is the beautiful thing. So how do we take all of that together and think about manifestation? I like to think of it as this shows how when we focus on a thing for a certain amount of time, and we keep our focus in that direction, we make that link, that quantum entanglement, stronger and stronger and stronger over time. And we start to curate and change our energetic vibration so that we're aligned with that. And that allows us to have more synchronicities, more opportunities, and for the universe to work much, much faster, as long as we're staying in that energetic alignment. And this is where the work really comes in, and the challenge sometimes as well, especially when it comes to business. I mean, why is it different in business? I was thinking about this the other day, the types of money that you have in your life. You get money from a job, you might get money from your business, you might get money from other random sources. Now, when it comes to a job, you don't generally set your prices. You don't generally set your income. You might have a little bit of scope to do some negotiation, but a lot of the time it might be just someone advertises that they have a job and there's a certain salary, and you apply and you maybe accept it. Whereas when it comes to your business, you are directly there in front of a customer or a client actually setting your prices. And in a job, you don't necessarily see that at all. So in a job, you might be layers and layers and layers away from the customers who are buying the thing. If it's a company that produces something for people to buy, you don't set that price. Your employer sets that price. You don't have anything to do with that process. So this is the difference in a job. There's barely anything to worry about in a way, except obviously, of course, if you'd like to earn more money and it's not within your gift to create that. However, in a business, all of that responsibility is on you. Speaking to the customer directly, whether it's through a sales page, whether it's through a conversation, whether it's through a DM. And, if there's any misunderstandings, if there's anything, that people might want to have a dispute over, if there's a complaint, that's all on your shoulders as well. What are you selling? How are you selling it? How many are you selling? All of these decisions are up to you. And so I think this is where the business money manifestation actually has a lot more resistance built into it, generally speaking. So for people who are not have that resistance, there might be a sense of a lack of worthiness, a lack of deserving. All of those emotions can come up, and it can really slow manifestation down. And this is where some of our obstacles come in. Whereas with a job, you might have much fewer obstacles in that respect. Or if you have bonus money like winnings or maybe a tax refund you didn't expect, that's just got a fun and a celebratory energy, a surprise energy to it. It's a very different quality. It's like extra money. Whereas with your business, it might be actually, here's my cat coming to join us. It might actually be, I have to pay my bills this month. Where is this money coming from? And there might be a real sense of pressure that comes from that. And that sense of responsibility of, your worth, your deservingness, your value that comes into it. And so we can use, of course, all the different, all the tools for manifestation. However, we need to look at that aspect of business where there's that money mindset and that business mindset that comes into it to help you successfully manifest clients and money in your business. So I wanted to share this with you today. I hope that's been helpful. Let me know if you've got any comments. Let me know if you've got any questions at all. And here we go. I've just seen a couple of people are on live. Hello, lovely to see you. Can you share more about outsourcing to the universe? I have heard of it, but I would love some examples. That is such a great question. Yes. Okay, so outsourcing to the universe. I like to think about what is my aligned action? What is my aligned action in terms of, if I would like to manifest more clients and more money in my business, then what can I do towards that? Maybe what feels good today, some baby steps. I could reach out to some old contacts and let them know what I'm doing. I could attend a networking event. I could send an email newsletter to my list. The universe won't necessarily take care of those physical actions. However, I might want to put out to the universe, right? I would like to manifest a VA to help me. I would like to, manifest, 10 new clients in my business. I don't know where they're going to come from. I don't know how they're going to come, but keep that request out there to the universe. And then you take these baby steps, and that means that you're showing up and you're putting yourself out there, and you've got more opportunity to cross over when the universe actually delivers those clients to you. So if it feels good, hey, I might go to this networking event today. And if you've already, been focusing on that manifestation of clients goal, then you're much more likely to have that show up there. I also like to think as well, if there's areas that you're overwhelmed with in your business and you would like to experience more time freedom, or you would like to experience less busyness, focusing on the 20% and the money-making activities I would see as our side of things to do, and the rest of it, let the universe take care of the less important stuff, and start to curate that experience of having a less busy business, having a business with fewer hours, having a business where you've got more time freedom and more family time. And the more you're in that energy of enjoying your business, that energy will grow over time. I hope that actually makes sense to you, and I can probably do a whole podcast episode on that, Billy. So thank you so much for that question. And if you've got any others, do let me know. And Joel, lovely to see you here on this live stream. So I hope to connect with you again soon. So let me know if you've got any other questions. As I mentioned, the School of Manifestation Business Membership is open, and we have started in July. It's officially kicked off. However, our first call is not until the 3rd of July. So if you want to enroll, or if you want to check it out and see if it's right for you, you have the opportunity to do that until Wednesday. We are doing monthly manifestation missions, I'm calling them, if you choose to accept them. So we're going a bit James Bond in there, every month. And July is all about Money Magnet July. So it's going to be a really fun topic. It's going to be all new material, and I'm really excited to be sharing that with everyone. So I'm going to drop a link in the comments here if you want to go out and go and check out the page, see if it's for you. And if you have any questions, do feel free to drop me a message, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, that's what I've got for you today. Happy manifesting, and I will see you all soon. Bye.